rage clicks. It's not something that we're considering for Core Vitals. I'll explain why in a bit, but it's something that we've been looking into in Chrome, and that we're really interested in, and we're wondering if other people are interested in standardizing it and if this is the right group. So rage clicks are just when a user clicks over and over again in the same spot. And they're already reported in a lot of different analytics tools. So it is like a pretty well-known metric already. And we have implementation of rage clicks in Chrome, and we do find that it correlates pretty strongly with poor user experience. On the left, we're seeing like the percentage of, if we break down all Chrome navigations over a time period, and we say put them into buckets of good, needs improvement, and poor for CLS and for IMP, we see a higher percentage of the needs improvement and poor navigations have rage clicks across the board, and sometimes dramatically so. So we do think that rage clicks are pretty indicative of a poor user experience. For our Chromium implementation, more so on desktop. But that brings me to the fact that there's actually a lot of open questions about how rage clicks should be defined. Our implementation has like a 500 millisecond max delay between clicks. Other implementations don't have any delay, just you click the same area. What does that mean to click the same area? We could have like the same XY position, which is what Chrome does. You could also have the same element, well, which element in the tree. And then should we count it through the whole life cycle of the page, just in the beginning? And then is triple click a bit much of a mouse-centric definition? If you're tapping on a phone, do you still we still define like 3 or more clicks like most implementations use? And I was able to use the RUM archive to kind of understand a little bit about how the definition actually affects what we see for user rage clicks. So on the top is Chrome's implementation, and on the bottom is the RUM archive data for Impulse. And on the left, you can see the percentage of pages with rage clicks on Android are really different between the two. And there's some differences in the implementation where Impulse is taking the same element into account, where Chrome only takes position. It's looser on the timing of the rage click, and it's also reporting on the first ping. So all of these small definitional changes are actually adding up to difference in what we see in incidents of rage clicks. So on my end, I'm going to be doing some experiments in Chrome to see like if we switch things around, change the way we define it, do we see kind of these graphs over on the left of Android user behavior line up more with what we see on desktop. But one thing I wanted to also mention, when I talk to people about rage clicks, they often kind of zero in on like making the metric kind of a perfect measure of user experience, and I don't think it ever can be. Like right now, if I rank web pages by their from worst to best based on rage clicks, the worst pages in the world will be a game where somebody clicked over and over again, like a cookie clicker. And that's obviously not a bad user experience. It's just that rage clicks don't measure it very well. And sure, we can like ignore clicks on canvas or things like that, but we'll never really get all of the valid use cases out. We just won't able to be fully able to infer user intent. And that's why we don't think that this is ever going to be a candidate for a core vital metric. But we still think it can be a useful signal. And so that's kind of like what I've learned about rage clicks, and what leads me to the question of like, are rage clicks a good topic for the web performance working group? Would we ever want to have like kind of a standard for what constitutes a rage click? What position? What's the timing, etc. That's all I've got.
Cool. So let me stop the recording and we can start this.